Hello, it's November 29th. This is Ken with Wiggins Farms on that roof. Hopefully the wind's not too bad here, but I wanted to show some of this stuff real quick before it got too late in the season. So November 29th, and these fruit are still on this persimmon, but this tree, it's H118, which is an early jewel. You can get these genetics from Cliff, England, down there at England's nursery in Kentucky. And I'll be honest with you, I got this from Dr. Ron Powell, who is another gentleman out of Cincinnati. He has a huge collection of genetics east of Cincinnati. But this persimmon, there was a couple years ago, we had that late frost, or early, actually it was an early warm up and then a late frost. And what happens to wood, and I'm looking here, you can't really tell it anymore, but what happens to these trees if they get, or a tree, is when they get injured like that, it makes them produce a bunch of ethanol. And there's a borer bug that comes in, and people will see this in the future, hopefully not, because it's horrible if you do. It has these little toothpicks sticking out of the wood. Well, that's because the beetles go in and they drill it out and they stuff it out, and then they get up underneath there and they bring this fungus, I think, in their gills, and it spreads throughout the tree and kills it. Well, it's been 5 years, this thing's still producing, so I'm not cutting it down. But here's the thing, if and when this tree does die, I'm gonna put this baby on the sawmill, because that would be some really cool looking wood to document. But in any case, back to this persimmon, H118, early jewel. And I know you can get it at England's nursery, but yeah, so I don't really care for this one, but I wanted to show it because it is nice to come out later in the season. It does have a lot better taste than earlier this season. But you know, it's starting to kind of like turn into like little dates. Can you see that? Oh, there's a stranger see. So see, that's why I don't like this one. It's not a bad tree, but because I eat so many of these things, there's it's a slight cotton mouth. They can't taste it, but they love it. So, in any case, let me not get shocked by going over this fence. So this is the other one I want to just kind of document for myself, but I throw this up on YouTube just so I can, well, why not, you know? This one is early golden, and look how adorable this little guy is. Just look at him. I don't know, because it's weird with my sunglasses if you guys can see it or not. I'll bring it down. And now see, that's a lot better. It instantly gets rid of that astringency. There's just some varieties that are just, you know, superior. But I'm not saying this is superior to that. It's just a little bit better. I don't know if it's going to have a later, you know, astringency come back. But I know this had a little bit bigger fruit. But here's the reason I'm showing this. You know, I was just down in Kentucky or Indiana with another friend. And just the fact that you can have these little pieces of candy sitting on a tree in November, December. And if you've got land and you plant them out where you deer hunt, I mean, come on now. So, yeah, so there's only these two varieties. And until next time, I guess, bye-bye, see you.